Well, good afternoon, folks, on this glorious, windy, well, yeah, windy day. There is a fair bit of wind about. And thankfully it's home time, yay! My favourite time of the day. Not particularly fond of the traffic, mind. But it is what it is. Oh, I think we've timed this perfect. We most certainly have, haven't we? I'm going to have to go to the chemist on the way home and pick up the wife's prescriptions. So that gives me an excuse to go to Saltburn. Not that I need one anymore. I don't need an excuse anymore. We're allowed. We can do what we want. I wonder if I say, because every time I say I'm going to go nice and steady, I don't, do I? I never do. You might think I do. I might cut out the parts where I've gone like an idiot. Now that's the beauty about editing, isn't it? You can do all this and you can cut out things that you talk about. God, have you seen the state of that Range Rover ahead? Let's see if we can get up near it. Seen the colour of it? Let's just get behind it for the sake of this. Look at that. Yeah, you'd notice that coming, wouldn't you? Horrible bloody colour. Yes, I certainly wouldn't want to buy that. That's bespoke colour, isn't it? Yeah, definitely not something you'd want. Personal choice, I suppose. Personal choice, each to their own. Yeah, I made a vlog this morning. I think you'll see it because I'll have to do it and put it up. But if you haven't seen it, what I was going to say was the weather for the weekend. Normally I would have gone out this weekend because it's our lass's working weekend. But the weather isn't looking too good at all. I mean, it's not looking drastically bad. And yes, I could go out, but I don't know whether I want to. And that isn't like me. I don't know what it is lately. I really don't. I just, I have all good intentions of getting out. And, you know, making these vlogs. But sometimes you just don't feel like it. You know what I mean, don't you, folks? I watched another YouTuber, Suffolk Andy, who was talking about bikers, wasn't he? I don't know whether you've seen his channel. And whether, you know, how we are as bikers, how we become bikers, whether it's in your blood, whether you come to it late in life, whether, you know, you're a natural thrill seeker. Because, you know, what you're doing is a dangerous thing. Well, even driving down the road in a car is dangerous enough these days because, you know, accidents happen. But yeah, I've always been interested in bikes. That's the point I'm trying to get. But from an early age I was interested in bikes, but I never got the chance to. And then obviously when I left school I still didn't get the chance because I went in the army. Although during my service in the army I did ride a bike in the army. Off-roading and stuff like that. And but when I got out of the army, I actually bought myself a little DTR 125, a Yami DTR 125, and I used to go off-roading on it. Absolutely loved it, you know. Back in the day, I did. And my passion of bikes just kept on growing and growing, and one day I decided, right, that's it, I'm going to get myself what I considered to be a big boy's bike. And I did, I got myself one, which was a GSXR 600 it was. And you know, the position of the riding didn't suit me too well because my back was not in the best of states anyway, but then I got what did I get after that? A GSXR 1000. And after that, CBR, I went back down to a CBR 600. And then I got a GSX 750. And then I sold them. And then I had a break of being on the bike for 6 years. And I bought another GSX F 750, which you'll have seen in my earlier videos. And by this period of time, my back was in bits, so it wasn't the most comfortable of bikes. Plus, the fact, as I've said before previously, that it's not definitely, it's not what you call a very stable bike. It doesn't feel stable on the road. I just could not get on with it at all. Yeah, me and that bike didn't get on. So I ended up buying this one, and this has been the best bike I've ever bought. It's the most comfortable bike to ride on. It's got enough power. It's a 1300 engine, and you know, it's very, very solid on the road. It's very stable. It really is. Hence why I really love Big Red, and if I was to ever lose Big Red through an unfortunate accident or something like that, I would probably replace him with another pan, or go down the Africa Twin route, so I can combine my earlier love, which was off-roading, with what I love to do now. Yes, I'm rather warm, and I'm having to head over towards the chemist in Saltburn to pick up the prescription. Oh, he sounds good when he opens his taps, does Big Red. He does. Graham Calvert was talking about his African Twin and the noise that it makes. He's having to get used to the noise because it's quite a throaty bike now. Big Red's exactly the same, Graham. He's a very throaty bike. I found it different from coming from the likes of the GSX 750 and that. It makes a completely different noise, and it does take some getting used to. I always feel so much better when I see these trees and hills, and it just makes me feel better. I hate being in a concrete jungle. I could happily work in the forest, but the money doesn't pay that good, does it? Yeah, those headphones that I bought for the Bluetooth little headphones, I've tried them out on my app and they are fantastic. I can't fault them. The sound quality from them is absolutely miles apart from the other as well. Oh well, here we are, 30 mile an hour, we're done and dusted. No more racing like a lunatic. Well, it's not normally like me, is it? I'm normally in a... I told you when I set off on this video that I was going to try and go steady. Did I? No, I didn't. I didn't at all. Just something happens and you're off you go. So we're going to head into Saltburn Square, which is mainly what we would call their town centre. It's only a small town centre, this. And we're going to go to the chemist. Right, I'm here. So we're off on our way home in this final little leg down through Saltburn. It is one of my favourite ways home, this. You get to see all this, don't you? Oh, look at that view, eh? Look at that view. Oh, there's some bloody potholes on here. The old tide's in. A couple of people on the pier over there fishing. Oh, you can smell that. That salty smell reminds me of winkles. I love winkles. Does anyone else have winkles? I love them. There's the ticket office to the miniature railway. The engine shed for that little railway is down in the Valley Gardens. These little back roads are nice, aren't they? Can be busy sometimes, but still you're off the main drag, aren't you? It's nice. And we passed the place down here where I got married, Rushpool Hall. Married to my beloved, love of my life. She's a little bugger, but by God I love her. I couldn't imagine my life without her. Now Rushpool Hall's over there. Down that driveway. My sister just lives up there. So it's a nice big house and all. So folks, yes, I'm not far from home as you can see, so I'll say ta-ra for now. I've been Paul from Biking Life, and speak to you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye.